One of the things that we hear as children that we never really want to hear is life isn't fair. Sometimes when we protest the rules when we're growing up, we can remember when someone has said those words to us, when we've said, well, that's not fair, and someone has cruelly said to us, whoever said to you life was fair? It's true, there are injustices in this life from the very beginning. And Jesus addresses those injustices and teaches us how to respond. The people of Jesus' time also were suffering injustices. They were cruelly oppressed by Roman officials. They were overtaxed. They were treated cruelly by their oppressors each day. Also, in the time that this gospel was written, around 80 or 90 AD, Christians were already being oppressed by the Romans and by others because they were Christian. And so these words are a counsel of how we respond to life's injustice, life's unfairness. And Jesus says we must respond with something like a radical compassion. We must respond in love. We're coming to the close of the Epiphany season this week and next week. We have had an epiphany about who Jesus is, the baptized Son of God, the child of God in our midst, our teacher, our friend. We also have an epiphany about who we must be as his followers, what it truly means to be Christ-like, to follow in Jesus' way. And today we get the most advanced Christian teachings, the most challenging teachings of all. I say to you that, listen, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who abuse you. Yes, you will be afflicted, Jesus is saying. You will be hated, you will be persecuted. But don't let that knock you on your heels, or put you on the defensive, or cause you to react out of anger or hatred. No, stay on your toes. Continue to practice the unconditional love of God in all that you do, even in those pressured moments. Practice radical compassion. We can use the word radical because radical means of the roots. Draw it up from your roots, from the love of God itself, so that you'll have enough compassion even for those who treat you unjustly and unfairly. We can admire those who have done this in our recent history. We think of Mahatma Gandhi in the early 20th century, who fought for Indian independence from Britain. Using these scriptures as his guide, though he was non-Christian himself, he used the teachings of Jesus, these passages, as his inspiration to change the world. To not stoop to the level of the hate or the bitterness or the injustice he suffered at the hands of his oppressors, but to rise above that with an overriding compassion drawn from the source of God's love itself. Martin Luther King also took notes from Gandhi and, of course, from Jesus, and practiced what we call passive resistance, peaceful resistance. Really, it wasn't passive at all, it was assertive. It was a way of asserting one's rights and not letting someone bully them out of position, bullying them out of their place of dignity. So when we read these words, I say to you that, listen, love your enemies. We know that this is not necessarily a warm and fuzzy feeling. It's the word agape. It's God-like love. It's not eros, which would be a warm romantic love, or philos, which would be a warm familial love. Agape is an act of will. It's a decision to love even if we are not being loved. So we continue this day to seek creative ways to work for justice in this spirit of love, not stooping to the injustices of those who harm us, but loving them with radical compassion. We're mindful of the battles for justice that continue to this day. This is, of course, the reason why people are gathering in St. Louis, Missouri this weekend, today as we speak, to talk more and more about how we can include rather than exclude LGBTQ neighbors and friends. This is the content of that meeting. And yesterday they spent all day, our church leaders did, delegates from our conference and throughout the world to gather in this United Methodist meeting. They prayed all day yesterday. It was a day exclusively devoted to tapping into this radical compassion of Jesus Christ. And then today they will meet and decide and discuss the plans that might guide us forward to be a truly inclusive and loving church. We're invited to practice these things in our own lives, to love our enemies, do good to those who hate us, bless those who curse us, pray for those who abuse us. Jesus gives us 4 beautiful verbs here we can think about. Love, do good, bless, pray for those who abuse you. This is a creative means of resistance. We think of the way that Gandhi and King and others have practiced these means of loving their enemies. We're invited to do the same. We're reminded that in these scriptures, when Jesus says, if someone strikes you on the cheek, offer the other also, this is not a passive gesture. Sometimes it's misinterpreted as such. To turn the other cheek in biblical times meant that you would stand firm. Because a Roman centurion, for example, who slapped a Jewish person on the cheek would do so with the back of his hand. And so slapping this side of the face with the back of his hand, the Jewish person who would turn his other cheek would be inviting the centurion to slap him with the front of his hand. In other words, treat me as equal as you slap me. We notice it's not a reaction in anger. It's not a reaction in violence, but it is a reaction that asserts one's humanity and raises one's station in the face of this persecution. Turning the other cheek was a statement of strength and dignity for the one who was oppressed. Do good to those who persecute you. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who abuse you. If nothing else, these acts utterly confound the person who is oppressing us. I remember a time when I was being oppressed on the freeway. Some of you have felt this way before. I was being tailgated driving down the road. My boys were in the back seat of the car, and I started to feel my blood boil as this driver got closer and closer and closer to the rear end of my car. As I thought about the many options of how I could recklessly endanger myself and my kids, I decided to do something entirely different. I decided to act a little bit crazy. And I told my kids, what I'm about to do, I don't really mean, but let's see how it goes. And so I began to smile in the rearview mirror and wave to this friend who was tailgating me like she was some long-lost relative. And I smiled and I waved and was so eager to see her and joyful to see her so close to my car. And then she gradually pulled around to see who in the world was waving at her. And by this time, my kids were joining in the fun and waving and greeting this woman, and she couldn't help but laugh. She burst into laughter and waved back at us, at our car. I don't know if I'll always get away with that one, but it worked in that situation. We're invited to keep our minds working, to stay creative, to stay strategic in our love. Jesus is calling us to do this. This is what inspired Gandhi, King. This is how he calls us to love even under the most pressure. Not to retaliate, not to let ourselves be lowered to the fearful, angry response that is in kind with the treatment we've received. We're invited to love, to do good, to bless, to pray for those who abuse us. Recently, I've been returning to this very simple prayer. God bless Mommy. God bless Daddy. Sometimes we're taught those prayers as children. And it's a wonderful prayer. It's a powerful prayer when we use it to pray for our enemies. I invite us to practice what Jesus preaches just for a moment. think in your mind, and don't dare say who you're thinking about, but think in your mind of someone who you don't like to think about. It could be someone you have met, someone you know closely, or someone anywhere on this globe. Think of that person in your mind. Now please pray this prayer. God bless that person. God bless that person. If you were able to do it, nod your head a little bit. It's a challenge, isn't it? But at least we can bring ourselves to ask God's blessing. Perhaps we would not be able to bless that person if we met them face to face. It would be beyond our strength, though we would try. But surely we can pray that God would bless them. Maybe if God blessed that person, they wouldn't be such a terrible person and we could get along with them a little bit better ourselves anyway. We want God to work some work of blessing in everyone's life. Jesus accesses this compassion in our hearts, challenges us to pray for those we didn't think we could pray for, to ask God's blessing on those we tend to hate. People might have said, well, Jesus, if we're supposed to love our enemies, then we don't really have enemies, do we? And Jesus would say, exactly. He begins to undermine the very idea that we would have an enemy, which liberates us then from the anger that we would feel toward that person. Amen? What a beautiful invitation. This is not beginning Christianity. This is the advanced stuff, and how glorious and wonderful it is that Jesus begins to expand the circle of love to not only include the chosen people or one's friends and neighbors, but all people on the face of the earth, including our enemies. Love your enemies, do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who abuse you. A little bit later, Jesus offers one of the most powerful commandments in the Scriptures. We've heard it read this morning. Do to others as you would have them do to you. It's the golden rule. Yes, it's in the Bible. It doesn't come originally from the Boy Scouts or any other group. It is a biblical teaching of Jesus. Do to others as you would have them do to you. Lately, I've been reflecting a lot on this verse. It seems that Jesus might be assuming that we are good to ourselves and that we would love others as we love ourselves. Jesus asks us to do to others as we would have them do to us. I wonder if some of us are even treating ourselves as well as we would like to treat ourselves. We might even reverse this commandment, if you'll indulge me just for a moment. Do to yourself as you would do to others. Consider for a moment, do you speak to yourself in your mind as kindly as you speak to others? Are you harsher to yourself than you are or than you would be to almost anyone else? Why did I do that? That was stupid. I'm late again. I'm always late. Why can't I get my act together? Haven't I learned this by now? What's wrong with me? What if we spoke to our spouses like that? We wouldn't last very long, would we? God willing, we don't speak to our children or our spouses or ourselves in that way. The psychologist Kristen Neff teaches about this concept. She calls it self-compassion. It's a radical compassion practiced to the self. She says we should all try to reduce self-criticism and augment self-affirmation. To say to ourselves once in a while, hey, I did pretty well there. Good job, self. Not bad. I invite you to practice this for a moment, please, right now. Try to affirm yourself for one thing you've done right? One thing. I'm not going to start preaching them again until you do it. One thing that you've done right. Good job. You did it. Yay! Praise the Lord. What if we did this with ourselves more often? Might we gain the ability to love in general, to practice compassion, radical compassion towards others? I have a theory that perhaps if we treat others better than ourselves too often, ourselves will start to say, what in the world is wrong with us? This isn't fair. Why do I treat others better than myself? This is a trap that Christians fall into. We talk about the notion of treating others better than ourselves. And in times we are called to practice such sacrificial love. But if we make it a practice to treat ourselves poorly, surely some inner voice in us would say, this is no good, this is not fair, and we'll run away and try to escape this life in various ways. Several years ago, I was talking with a man who fell into addiction, and he was coming to me for help. I said, I can help you a little bit, but then we'll get you onto some professional counseling as quickly as possible, and I referred to a Christian counselor who was excellent. And as we talked, I noticed that this man had a very self-disparaging way of talking about himself. He said, I know this sounds foolish, but I do this and I do that. It's just, and I saw his body language going down and down, and he was being harder and harder on himself. And it occurred to me, this must be the problem. This must be what he's getting away from with his drinking. He's getting away from himself. What if we became someone we no longer wanted to get away from? What if we became someone who loved us? Perhaps we wouldn't seek these escapes in whatever form they present themselves. We all tend to do it, run off in this direction or that direction. What if we became a more hospitable presence to ourselves, more loving and welcoming to our own spirits? If you will join me in working on this wonderful task, will you say amen? Surely our capacity to love will grow. We will be able then to do to others as we would have them do to us. We get a sense for this truth in the psalm which was read this morning. One of the verses in Psalm 37 says, take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. How often do we think of delighting in our faith, delighting in God, delighting in this life that God has given us? A friend in seminary told me that this was her favorite scripture in the whole Bible. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. First be happy. First be joyful. First say, God, I love you, I delight in you, I like you, God. And then God will bless you with the desires of your heart. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Psalm 37, 4. What if we tried to delight in life, in ourselves, in God, as a regular practice? Wouldn't we be changed? Wouldn't our outlook toward our neighbor be transformed? We're invited this morning to practice this active love. Not just to accept ourselves, but to actively love ourselves, to build ourselves up, to encourage ourselves so that we may do so with others. Radical compassion towards self and others. We pray that this weekend, this is what would be practiced at our general conference, at every level of the church, that people would put Christ's compassion above all else. That the leaders of our church would be raised above their petty self-interests to their highest self and the highest love that they might share, to seek God's truth above all. Let us practice this in our own lives. Let us practice this with our neighbors, the battle and passion of Christ. Let us share this with all the world until God's church is truly welcoming, until all the world